What would you do if the one person you trusted most shattered your future with a single, reckless choice? I was 23 when I found out Dad had burned through my inheritance. The money Mom left Meher life savings, meant to give me a start, a chance was gone. I stood in the lawyer's office, clutching the letter she'd written me before she passed, her words promising security, love, a future. Now, it was just paper. The lawyer's voice was clinical, each word a hammer: gambling debts, bad investments, accounts drained. Dad, my trustee, had left me nothing but scraps of a few $100s and a note saying, "I'm sorry, Ellie." I grew up idolizing him. Dad was larger than life, always laughing, always promising the next big win. He'd take me to the racetrack, let me pick a horse, and cheer like we'd won the lottery even when we lost. "It's just money, Ellie," he'd say, tossing a crumpled betting slip. "Life's the real gamble." I believed him. Mom was the steady one, the planner, the one who tucked away every penny for me. When she died, I was 15, and Dad became the keeper of her legacy. I trusted him because he was my father, because love blinds you to cracks in someone's soul. The lawyer slid a folder across the desk: bank statements, casino receipts, loan shark notices. Dad's signature was scrawled on every page, bleeding my future dry. I wanted to scream, to find him, to demand why. But he was gone. Vanished, like the money. The lawyer offered me a tissue. I didn't take it. Tears wouldn't bring back what was lost. I walked out into the city, the skyline glowing under a bruised twilight. My apartment, a cramped studio I could barely afford, was all I had now. I sat on the floor, Mom's letter in my hands, rereading her words. "For your dreams, Ellie. For your strength." She'd wanted me to go to college, maybe start a business. I'd planned to open a bookstore, a quiet place filled with stories, a tribute to her love of reading. Now, that dream felt as distant as she was. Days turned to weeks. I worked double shifts at the diner, the ache in my feet matching the one in my chest. I could have hated Dad, let the betrayal consume me. But Mom's voice echoed, "Strength, Ellie." I started small, saving tips, skipping meals, selling what I didn't need. I scoured free online courses, learning business basics at 2 a.m. after my shifts. The anger was there, but I wouldn't let it define me. One night, I found a crumpled photo in my drawer, me and Dad at the racetrack, grinning like nothing could touch us. I wanted to burn it, but I couldn't. He wasn't evil, just broken. Gambling was his escape, his way of chasing the thrill Mom's death stole from him. I didn't forgive him, but I understood. Understanding didn't fix the hole he left, but it gave me something to build on. I started talking to people, other waitresses, regulars at the diner, anyone with a story. One of them, an old man named Carl, owned a failing bookstore downtown. He saw something in me, maybe the same stubborn spark Mom had. "You got grit, kid," he said. "Run my shop. Make it yours." He offered me a deal: manage the store, turn it around, and he'd sign it over when he retired. No money up front, just work. I poured everything into that shop. I rearranged shelves, hosted open mic nights, begged local authors for signings. The place came alive, and so did I. Customers became regulars, then friends. The bookstore wasn't just a business. It was a community, a testament to starting over. I named it Ellie's Haven, a nod to Mom's promise. Every book I shelved felt like a brick in the foundation of a new life. A year later, I got a letter. Dad's handwriting, shaky but unmistakable. He was in a recovery program, trying to piece himself back together. He didn't ask for forgiveness, just wrote, "I see what you've built. I'm proud." I didn't write back. Not yet. But I kept the letter. Standing in my bookstore, surrounded by stories and second chances, I realized something. Dad's betrayal took my inheritance, but it couldn't take my strength. Mom's love wasn't in the money, it was in me. I'd built something from scraps, not just a business, but a life. The city skyline glowed outside, and for the first time, I felt like I belonged in its light. What do you do when someone you love breaks your trust? You grieve, you rage, you rebuild. You find a way to turn scraps into something whole. And maybe, just maybe, you leave the door open for redemption, not for them, but for you.